We're sitting here in Arizona. How would you see this technology really apply here?
Well, I believe in Arizona it is a little bit difficult to apply it here because the biggest nuclear power plant is in Palo Verde. Now they built a solar power plant in Gilbert down in Phoenix. And on the other side, if you look outside, beautiful sunshine, sometimes heavy winds. We have all the ingredients for the daytime, you know.
Right.
And as long as a nuclear power plant in Palo Verde supplies also sustainable electricity during the nighttime, I think there's no problem. But the people will sooner or later realize that wind, solar, even biomass has no sustainable baseload capacity. And this is what we can provide, and of course much more inexpensive. And this is the main thing what I believe is important, that we can provide electricity very, very affordable, which means the poor people did not get hurt anymore, because we can provide, of course, electricity from the sun during the daytime, but the costs will rise, no doubt about it. And this hurts most the poor and the hungry people. And this is what we intend to prevent with Geo Power Plants.
You can do these plants anywhere in the world,
Yes,
right? Not just in geothermally active areas.
that's correct.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, because you know, if you walk on the surface of this planet, you really have, in a distance of, let's say, 10 miles, always the high temperatures that are required to provide or generate inexpensive electricity. Turbines need, for efficient operation, they need 400, 500 degrees Celsius. And nowadays, geothermal is operating with 200 degrees Celsius, which means the efficiency is about 20–30% only. Therefore, if you dig a hole straight here, or if you dig a hole down in Phoenix, or maybe in Hawaii or wherever, you always hit after at least 10 miles, you know, these temperatures, and you can extract these temperatures. And there again, we have also developed during our 35 years R&D operations and works methods that we can do it much better than conventional reheating processes that you perhaps know from conventional enhanced, and this is something what they right now promote very much, enhanced geothermal systems. Enhanced geothermal systems, they extract the heat from lower sections of the Earth's crust, which means the reheating process needs much longer. After maybe 5 or 10 years, you have to wait for another 10 years to start all over again with geothermal electricity. Our geothermic electricity we extract far deeper, which means we have less insulation, and we offer also at the same time another pulse power hot dry rock method, which extract and transfers the heat much better.
So, and are there any sort of bad side effects with nuclear? We know that like the biggest battle is disposing of nuclear waste. Are there any sort of waste products from the geothermal research you've done?
You mean other applications?
No, I was thinking more like, okay, with nuclear waste, you talked about Palo Verde.
Yeah.
Palo Verde, its byproduct takes 20,000 years plus to get rid of.
Right.
Is there such a byproduct to deal with geothermal?
No, there is zero. And the other good news is we also can convert nuclear power plants, for example. Here in the United States we have 105 nuclear power plants. And what they create is a lot of nuclear waste, toxic waste, and there is no location right now in the United States for the disposal of this waste. But if we dig a hole and supply with one tunnel the existing nuclear power plant and take then all the waste, the toxic nuclear waste, into a second hole, maybe a mile away, in a safe and secure subterranean cave, then we have really two opportunities. One, use the conventional nuclear power plant, and on the other token to dispose the nuclear waste.
Now, a few days ago we were talking, you see this project as being a worldwide benefit, that you've got other countries that have shown a lot of interest. Have you been able to get a lot of interest out of the European communities, being English and yourself being German? Yeah, we're always trying to see Europe do its piece.
Yeah, you know, the Europeans and the Americans right now, I feel they are more in the mood to look forward and see the first power plant operating. There are other countries, I can tell you, that are more serious to get successful, inexpensive electricity without paying, you know, right now what they have to pay for the global warming and also sequestering the carbon dioxide and so forth. This is something, you know, they start thinking, these countries, and this is astonishing that we go into foreign countries like Indonesia, where the people think already, what are we doing tomorrow if we run out of our resources? Here we all think, of course we can do it. We take maybe warmer clothes and we insulate our homes better. Of course, these are very fine measurements, but at the very end we need much electricity, much more than we need nowadays, you know, in 10 years. And again, if you look what we can do with just one Geo Power Plant, if we like to convert all these conventional pollution and heat emission power plants, then we have at least 10,000 such vertical tunnels needed in future. And this is the perspective that need the people to understand, and we have to educate them. This is the most important thing what I see, and I appreciate every effort, you know, to educate people. And also, again, if people don't ask questions, you know, they are not willing to listen and to motivate themselves, you know, to have a better life on Earth.